My beloved son, from the beginning, I prepared for you an abundance that transcends human understanding. My provision is not limited by what the world deems sufficient or the scarcity you may perceive around you. In me, there is an inexhaustible source of blessings, ready to be poured into your life in a full and generous way. I am the God who meets all your needs, and I do it perfectly and at the right time. You may not see it yet, but I am constantly opening doors and paving the way for the best to come. In your journey, you may often feel as if you are without direction or resources, but know that I see every detail of your journey. When you come to me in faith, your every need is heard and met. I am not just passively observing, but actively surrounding your life with provisions that are divinely calculated for your good. Just as I fed the people in the desert, just as I supplied the hungry multitudes, I am here to ensure that you lack nothing. My abundance is not something distant, but it is here, at your disposal. There are times when you may feel like you don't deserve the fullness I want to shower upon you, but don't let those thoughts keep you away. It is not by what you have done or what you have not done, but by my grace and unconditional love that you are called to live in abundance. Every blessing I offer you comes from a place of deep love and a desire to see you flourish. I chose you to receive these gifts, and nothing can stop the flow of my provision into your life. Just keep your heart open and receptive. My abundance goes beyond what is material. While I want your physical needs to be met, I also want your soul to overflow with peace, joy, and hope. The riches of my kingdom are vast and cover every area of your life. I offer you a peace that the world cannot give, a joy that does not depend on circumstances, and a hope that is renewed every day. These are the treasures I deposit in your spirit, and they are more precious than any earthly possession. Furthermore, I want you to know that what I am preparing for you is not just for your benefit. My abundance overflows into your life so that others can also be touched and blessed through you. When you receive my blessings, they are not to be kept for yourself, but to be shared, multiplied, and spread. Your life will be a reflection of my love and provision for everyone around you. As you walk with me, you will see how your blessings will impact the lives of many. Therefore, lift your eyes and see the abundance that awaits you. Don't let fear or doubt stop you from achieving everything I have for you. Trust that I am the God who provides beyond expectations, who accomplishes the impossible, and who transforms scarcity into abundance. Keep your faith firm and your heart full of hope, because the best is yet to come. You may often feel trapped by the circumstances around you, or by the time that seems to have run out. But I want you to know that my abundance is not limited by these factors. What I have for you does not depend on human, economic, or temporal conditions. My provision transcends the limitations of your life, because I am the eternal God, and my hand is never shortened to bless. When it feels like time has passed and opportunities are gone, I tell you, I am still in control, and my abundance is available to you, regardless of what the world may say. There are times when the wait seems too long, and you begin to question whether my promise of abundance is still valid. But I want to remind you that I am the Lord of time, and nothing is beyond my reach. Just as I caused Sarah to give birth to a son in her old age, and as I restored Job's prosperity after his sufferings, I can restore and bring abundance into your life, even when all seems lost. My abundance is not subject to human rules, which is why you can trust that it will arrive at the perfect time. I also want you to know that difficult circumstances are not a sign that my abundance has been stopped. Often, what appears to be a dry or waiting period is actually a preparation for something much bigger. I am working in your heart, strengthening your faith, and molding your character so that when abundance comes, you are ready to receive it fully. Don't see difficulties as an end, but as a prelude to something extraordinary that I am about to do in your life. The limitations of the physical world cannot stop me from moving. While the world says that abundance is related to effort or luck, I tell you that my abundance is a gift, the fruit of my grace. It is not something you have to earn through your own efforts, but something I pour out on those who trust me. When you walk in faith, believing that I am able to meet all your needs, you open yourself to receiving what I have prepared for you. It is by faith that you access my abundance, not by the resources or conditions of this world. Remember that my abundance manifests in unexpected ways. Don't limit yourself to waiting for a single path or a single form of provision. I am the God of infinite creativity, and my abundance can come to you in ways you never imagined. Be open to the unusual ways I operate. What seems like a closed door could actually be a new opportunity that I am creating for you. The unexpected is part of my perfect plan, and as you remain sensitive to my voice, you will see my abundance manifest in your life in surprising ways. So don't let circumstances or time seem to be against you. I am the God who knows no limits, and my abundance is inexhaustible. Keep believing, keep trusting, because what I have in store for you is much greater than any obstacle that stands in your way. The best is yet to come, and nothing can stop the pouring of my provision into your life. You were not called to live in scarcity or lack, but rather to experience the fullness of my provision. From the moment I created you, I had already planned a destiny of abundance for your life. My heart's desire is for you to live in peace, joy, and prosperity, because everything I do for you is motivated by my infinite love. I want you to know that the abundance I have for you is not just a vague promise, but a reality that I am preparing for you to experience. All you have to do is open your heart and believe that I am the God who wants to give you much more than you imagine. I know that sometimes the circumstances around you can make you doubt this. You look at the world and see scarcity, crisis, and limitations, and you begin to question whether the abundance I promised is really possible. But remember, the world operates by its own rules, while I operate on a completely different level. My blessings are not subject to the laws of this world. When I decide to bless, there is no force or circumstance that can stop me. You were called to live a life of fullness, because I am the God who makes rivers spring up in deserts and paths open where there is no passage. The abundance I have for you is also about your spiritual life. It's not just about having more material resources, but about living in a fullness that fills all areas of your being. I want your soul to overflow with the peace that only I can give, for your heart to be filled with the joy that comes from my presence, and for your mind to be renewed by the hope I place in you. This is true abundance, a life complete within me, where nothing is lacking and where my peace reigns. When you live in communion with me, you experience a richness that goes beyond what the world can offer. You are called to be a channel of blessings for others. The abundance I pour into your life is not just for you. but so that you can be a light and a help to those around you. When you receive my blessings, share them. When you experience my provision, multiply it. I want you to be a source of encouragement, hope, and provision for those around you. The more you share, the more I pour into you, because that's how my abundance works. It grows as it is distributed. There is a responsibility in living in abundance. When I bless your life, I do so that you too can be an example of how trusting me brings powerful results. The world needs to see what it is like to live under my provision, and you are my living testimony that in me there is no lack. Be faithful with what I give you. Be grateful and continue walking with an open heart, because my abundance never ceases. I chose you to show the world that there is a better way to live, in full trust in the God who provides. So embrace your calling to live abundantly. Don't settle for less than what I have prepared for you. You were created to live a life full of purpose, hope, and fulfillment. Trust me, because I am the God who makes the impossible possible. My abundance awaits you, and the best is yet to come. Open your heart to all that I am ready to pour into your life. The key to accessing the abundance I have prepared for you lies in trust and obedience. When you trust me wholeheartedly, without reservation, you open the doors for me to fully operate in your life. Trust means believing that I am the God who knows what is best for you, even when the circumstances around you seem to say otherwise. When you trust, you give me the freedom to move things around and pave the way for the abundance I promised. Trust is the fertile soil where my blessings can flourish. Obedience is the other part of this equation. When you obey me, you are aligning your life with my perfect plan. I give you directions not to limit you, but to guide you to the place of fullness that I have for you. Every act of obedience is a step towards abundance. When you follow my voice and do what I ask of you, even if you don't fully understand, you are allowing me to do what is necessary to take you to the destination I have prepared. Obedience and trust go hand in hand, and together they open the doors to the abundant life I promised you. I know that it is often difficult to trust and obey when things don't make sense. The path may seem uncertain, and the challenges may make you question whether it is worth following. But I want to remind you that every time you choose to trust me and obey my word, something powerful is happening. I am moving mountains in your life, preparing miracles, and opening doors you didn't even know existed. Every act of faith and obedience is an investment in the abundant future I have for you. My word is your guide on this path of trust and obedience. I give you clear promises and directions so you know how to walk. When you immerse yourself in my word and allow it to shape your decisions, you are positioning yourself to receive the best I have to offer you. Do not ignore the little promptings of my spirit. It is often in these silent instructions that great blessings are hidden. When you follow my voice, even in the little things, you are building a bridge to abundance. Trust and obedience also require patience. I know you want to see results immediately, but the journey to abundance is a process. I am working on your heart and your life, and it takes time. Don't rush or despair. As you trust and obey, I am preparing something much greater than you can imagine. True abundance is more than receiving material goods. It's living in constant peace, knowing that I'm in control and that everything works together for your good. So, continue trusting and obeying, because these are the secrets to accessing the abundance that awaits you. When you do these two things, you are placing your life in my hands and giving me the freedom to act powerfully and fully. I am the God who provides, and my desire is for you to experience the best that is yet to come. With each step of faith, you come closer to the fullness I have prepared for you. Before you can experience abundance in your outer life, it needs to start in your heart. True abundance is not measured just by what you have, but by the fullness you carry within yourself. When your heart is filled with my peace, joy, and love, you are already living in abundance regardless of the circumstances around you. I want you to understand that the abundance I promise you is a state of mind and heart, an internal condition that overflows outward. When you align yourself with my peace, my purpose, and my love, you begin to experience what it is like to live in full satisfaction. I want to transform your heart so that it is a vessel that overflows with everything I have to offer you. The abundance that I prepare does not begin with what you have, but with what you are in me. As you allow me to shape and fill your heart, you will see how your life begins to reflect this abundance. Your perspective will change. You will see possibilities where you once saw limitations, and you will begin to walk in faith, knowing that I am the one who provides all things. The transformation I make in your heart is the foundation for all other areas of your life. When your heart is aligned with me, you begin to see the world through my eyes. Anxiety and fear of lack begin to disappear because you understand that the true source of abundance is not in what you can accumulate, but in who I am. When you trust me to be your provider, your heart rests, and it creates space for my blessings to flow. The inner peace you feel, the result of trust in my provision, is the first sign that abundance has already begun to manifest itself in your life. It's like a seed planted in the fertile soil of your heart. The abundance I desire for you also involves gratitude. A grateful heart is a heart that recognizes my blessings in every detail of life. When you practice gratitude, you are cultivating a spirit that attracts even more of my abundance. I invite you to look around and notice the small and large blessings that I have already placed in your life. Every smile, every new day, every opportunity to love and be loved are signs of my kindness. When you turn to me in gratitude, you open the door to receive even more. I am calling you to live from the inside out, letting the abundance in your heart manifest in all areas of your life. Do not seek external blessings first. Seek the inner fullness that only I can offer. When your heart is filled with my presence, material blessings will come naturally as a consequence of a spirit aligned with me. I am the God who meets all your needs, but my greatest desire is for your heart to be filled with my peace, love, and joy. When you live with a full heart, you are living in true abundance. So let abundance begin in your heart. Make space for me. Allow me to transform your thoughts, your desires, and your perspective. The external abundance you seek is just a reflection of the internal fullness I am forming within you. I am your inexhaustible source, and when you place me at the center, everything else flows according to my perfect plan. Remember, true abundance begins in your heart. What I am doing in your life now is a preparation for the great blessings that are to come. Every moment, every situation is shaping you so that you are ready to receive the abundance I have prepared. Just as a plant needs time to grow before bearing fruit, your life also goes through a process of growth and maturation. I'm using every challenge, every victory, and even every apparent delay to prepare you. What I have for you is greater than you can imagine, and I am shaping you so that you can receive and handle this abundance wisely and fruitfully. Often the wait seems long, and you may feel impatient or discouraged. But I want you to understand that waiting is part of my preparation process. I am working not only on your outer life, but also on your character, your faith, and your ability to manage the blessings I am about to pour out. Just as a vessel needs to be shaped before it can be filled, I am shaping your heart, your mind, and your life so that they are ready to receive the best that is yet to come. Each step in the process has a purpose, and the end will be much greater than you can imagine. Part of this preparation involves learning. I am teaching you to trust me in all circumstances, to depend on me, and to recognize that I am the one who supports you. When you learn to trust me in times of scarcity or uncertainty, you are being prepared to manage abundance with gratitude and wisdom. It's not just about receiving blessings, but about knowing how to live according to my purpose, being a good steward of everything I give you. Every lesson you learn now will be a powerful tool in the future I am preparing for you. I'm opening doors that you can't yet see. Some of these doors are being prepared as you wait patiently, and when the time is right, they will open in surprising ways. I know the process can feel frustrating at times, but trust that I am working behind the scenes. When the right time comes, you will see how each step, each obstacle overcome, was an essential part of preparing you for what is to come. What I am preparing for you is much more than a simple blessing. It is a life of abundance and impact. Know that preparation is not just for you, but also for those around you. What I am doing in your life will impact many others. Your story, your testimony, and the way you live in my abundance will be a source of inspiration and hope to those around you. As I prepare you, I am also setting the stage for you to be a blessing to many. You are part of something much bigger, and what I am doing in you goes beyond what you can imagine. So as you walk through this season of preparation, trust that I am at work in all things. Don't rush, don't despair, because I'm taking care of every detail. The abundance that I have for you is on the way, and when it arrives, you will be completely prepared to receive it and experience the best that is yet to come. Stay strong, because great blessings are waiting for you. What I have in store for you in the future is far greater than anything you have ever experienced in the past. I know that sometimes you may look back on times of blessing, but I want you to know that the best is yet to come. I am the God who makes all things new, and my plan for you is always growing, always expanding. No matter what you've experienced, no matter how great a victory was in the past, there is more to come. I am a God of increasing abundance, and the future I am preparing for you is full of possibilities and promises yet to be revealed. I want you to keep your eyes on the future, not because the present is insignificant, but because what I am preparing is so great that it deserves your attention and your expectation. Every day you live in me is one step closer to the glorious destiny I am designing for you. I guide you along paths of growth and maturation, and I want you to know that the next chapters of your life will be even more full of blessings than anything you have ever experienced. What is to come is greater, because I am the God who always takes his children from glory to glory. Know that even if you face challenges or uncertainty today, it does not change the fact that the future I have prepared for you is one of abundance and victory. God's best is not just a phrase of comfort. It is a promise that I am always operating toward your highest good. The difficulties you face now are temporary, but the blessings I am preparing are eternal. Don't let yourself be discouraged by today's struggles, but look ahead with the certainty that I have already prepared a future of hope and prosperity. I also want you to know that my abundance has no end. There is no limit to how much I can bless you, and what you will see in the future is just the beginning of what I have for you. There is no scarcity in my kingdom, and every promise I have made to you will be fulfilled with generosity. When you walk with me, you are walking toward a future of continued growth, new opportunities, and multiplying blessings. What you've experienced so far is just a taste of what I'm capable of doing. As you walk toward that future, stay true and confident. The best is yet to come, but it also requires you to remain steadfast in your faith, trusting that I am at work in every detail. I am the God who will never leave you, and as you abide in me, you will see how God's best is not a distant point, but a reality that unfolds as you trust and move forward. With each step, you will see more of my kindness and provision manifesting. Therefore, lift your eyes to the future with hope and expectation. I am the God who makes all things new, and the best I have prepared for you is still ahead. Walk in faith, knowing that the abundance I promised you will not only manifest, but exceed all your expectations. The best I have for you is always yet to come, because I am the God who takes you from victory to victory. Your faith is the channel through which my abundance flows into your life. When you trust me and my promises, you open the doors so that I can pour out everything I have prepared for you. Faith is the key that unlocks the treasures of heaven, allowing my provision, my peace, and my joy to flow abundantly into every area of your life. I am not limited by your circumstances or the limitations of the world around you. I am capable of doing much more than you can imagine or ask. But it is through your faith that you access these blessings. Each time you choose to trust me, even in the face of challenges, you strengthen your faith and position yourself to receive what I have for you. Faith does not mean that you will never have doubts or fears, but it does mean that despite these emotions, you choose to believe that I am faithful to fulfill everything I have promised. When you seek me with a heart full of faith, I honor your trust, and you begin to see my hand working in your life in powerful ways. Even the smallest act of faith can move mountains and bring my abundance into your reality. I want you to understand that faith is also a journey. It is not something that develops instantly, but something that grows as you walk with me. As you experience my faithfulness in your life, your faith will be strengthened. Every prayer answered, every miracle witnessed, increases your ability to believe in me for even greater things. The more you trust me, the more my abundance becomes evident in your life. This is the beauty of faith. It brings you closer to me and opens the way for me to accomplish the impossible. Faith also involves action. It's not enough to just believe. One must act in accordance with this belief. When you take steps of faith, even if you don't see the path clearly in front of you, you are demonstrating that you trust me and my plan for your life. I honor that obedience. When you act in faith, whether by praying fervently, taking a step toward a promise, or trusting me in the midst of difficulties, you create space for me to operate in great ways. Faith-driven action brings my abundance into the present. Even in times when your faith seems weak, I want you to know that I am there for you, holding you up. I am the author and finisher of your faith, and I am constantly strengthening you to keep believing, even when circumstances seem challenging. Sometimes all you need to do is take one small step towards me, and I will be there to hold you and guide you. The abundance I have for you does not depend on the size of your faith, but on your willingness to continue trusting me, even in the small things. So keep your faith alive and active. Do not allow doubts or difficulties to take you away from me, because it is through your faith that my abundance will manifest itself in your life. I am the God who makes the impossible happen, and I am ready to bless you in ways you cannot yet imagine. All I ask is that you continue to believe and trust in me, because the best is yet to come, and the abundance I promised you is within your reach through your faith. You were not only created to receive my blessings, but also to be a channel through which my abundance flows to others. When I bless you, my intention is that these blessings will multiply as you share them with those around you. The abundance I pour into you is not limited to your personal benefit. She is destined to impact the lives of many. When you allow my blessings to flow through you, you become a reflection of my love and generosity to the world. I want you to see your life as a vessel of honor that I use to pour out my grace on others. As you live in my abundance, there is a call for you to bless those who cross your path. This doesn't just mean material resources, but also words of encouragement, acts of kindness, and a testimony of faith that inspires others to trust me. Each time you share what I give you, you are allowing my light to shine even brighter through your life. I bless you so that you can be a blessing, just like a river that flows, bringing fresh water to dry places. You are also destined to be a source of renewal for those around you. The world needs to see what it is like to live in my abundance, and you are my instrument to show that, within me, there is always more than enough. When you share my blessings, you are participating in my greater purpose of transforming lives and hearts. The more you give, the more I fill you again, because that's how my abundance operates. It never runs out. It is important that you understand that by becoming a channel of my abundance, you will not lose what you have. On the contrary, as you bless others, I will multiply what is in your hands. The mathematics of my kingdom is different from the mathematics of the world. What you share in obedience and generosity is not subtracted, but multiplied. Each act of generosity makes room for me to pour even more into your life, because I am the God who loves a generous heart. Abundance doesn't stop with you. It grows as it flows to others. By being a channel of my abundance, you will also be living according to the purpose for which you were created. You were called to be light in the world, to be a reflection of my love and my grace. When you allow my blessings to multiply through you, you are living a life of eternal impact. Everything you do, every act of kindness and generosity, echoes into eternity. Your life will be a testimony that in me there is always more than enough, and that my supply never fails. Therefore, open your heart and your hands to be a channel of my abundance. I chose you to be a blessing, and as you bless, you will see how my supply never ends. What I pour into you is infinite, and I am calling you to share it with the world around you. Live generously. Live with a heart willing to give, because the more you share, the more you will see my abundance flowing into and through your life. I am the God who offers you the best, and I want you to know that everything I have is at your disposal. I am not withholding anything from you. On the contrary, I am ready to shower you with all the blessings I have ever planned. When you walk with me in trust, faith, and obedience, you access the best I have to give you. This better is not something reserved for just a few. It is available to all who trust me with all their heart. My desire is for you to live fully, experiencing the goodness, grace, and abundance that I have prepared. The best I offer you is not limited to material goods. Although I want to meet your physical needs, what I have for you goes far beyond that. The best of me involves a life full of purpose, a peace that passes all understanding, and a joy that does not depend on circumstances. What I offer is an abundance that fills your soul and gives you a deep security, knowing that I am with you in all things. When you experience the best of me, you discover that true abundance is not in things, but in my presence. I want you to live without fear, knowing that the best I have for you is always within your reach. No matter what the past has been or what challenges you face now, what I offer you is always bigger and better. There are no limits to what I can do in your life. When you trust me, you open the door for the impossible to become possible. I am the God who makes all things new, and the best of me is available to all who choose to walk in faith and trust. I want you to know that I am your faithful provider. I will never fail to meet your needs, and I will never allow you to walk alone. What I offer you is a life of abundance, where every detail of your existence is taken care of by me. From the little desires of your heart to the big dreams you carry, I'm taking care of everything. When you give yourself fully to me, you will see how my best flows into all areas of your life, bringing fulfillment and satisfaction that go beyond your expectations. The best of me also involves a life of impact. I bless you so that you can bless others, and in doing so, you experience a satisfaction that goes far beyond what the world can offer. When you live according to my purpose, sharing what I give you, you experience the true meaning of abundance. What I offer does not end, and as you walk with me, you will see how my best is constantly renewing and expanding in your life. Therefore, receive the best from me with a heart full of faith and gratitude. There is nothing that I am withholding from you, because my desire is for you to live fully in my abundance. The best I have is at your disposal, and I am always ready to give you more than you can imagine. Walk with me, trust me, and see how the best is yet to come. I am the God of abundance, and what I have for you is infinitely greater than you can dream.